We start with 1 hour chart. If we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for the reversal. All right. As you can see, the price reverse, but the way it's reversing is very corrective. We mentioned if the price reverses as a corrective, mostly we can trade based on 15 minutes. Even if we move to 15 minutes, the only way was trade based on this any of this small correction, but we didn't have really good trade setup to look for. All right, unless anyways get the trade from here. And if we refer to 1 hour chart, based on our last analysis, we mentioned if we want to look for trade based on 1 hour chart, we need to see the reversal point as a sharp move flag or correction we don't get. Anyway, we mentioned if there is a reversal as a corrective, mostly we won't be able to get a good trade setup unless anyone trade without the trade setup. And the second option was to have entry above this, which is, as you can see, the price is almost near to that. If there is a continuation as in the corrective, we are not going to get the trade by having entry. The only thing is we want to see the sharp move. I think if within 3 to 4 hours, if we see there is a continuation, we shouldn't we should remove this entry. All right. Again, we are not going to take the trade by the corrective move. We want to see whether within the any there few hours we get the sharp move or not. If not, we remove this one. And even we don't have any trade setup to look for buy, even there is a continuation as a corrective, we won't be able to get a trade setup unless we get the one move down similar to what we get here. Mostly when we have this kind of the move, we can expect to get a one more drop. That's why we mentioned maybe we can look for the internal flat. Any drop from, if we get any drop, then we from there we can look for the reversal. It depends the drop is sharp or not. By the way, based on 1 hour chart, we don't have any trade setup yet to look for. If we move to daily chart, we don't have anything to discuss. Everything similar to what we explained on our last analysis. And even if we move to forward chart, nothing new. The only thing is either we get a correction here, from there we get the trade setup, or we get one more drop. Mostly we will be more interested if it this one turn to a flat, we get one more drop, because this is the we consider as a fifth wave in relative to these two. For sure, if we get one more drop, the next one either retest this one or break. Then any reversal may can give us a better reversal, or even maybe the start of the reversal, because we have been within this move for the quite long time. Anyway, if I move to 1 hour chart, as I mentioned, we don't have any trade setup. It doesn't mean the price cannot reverse from here. Even we can make the either from here or when the price move a bit higher, suddenly we see the spike. But how we get the trade, that's why still we keep this one. If we get, we can get the trade. If there is a continuation as a corrective, maybe move this one above here. All right. Technically, we should look for the flat, or we wait for the correction. But the way it's behaving, we see this kind of the movement. The price can continue as a corrective, suddenly spike. How we need to look for trade? The only way is to have entry above the top, because we have seen many times, but this one is a different. We get the correction. It didn't give us a trade setup. The only thing it was to have entry above the correction. Anyway, we just follow the chart. We don't have any trade setup. And if I see any update or trade, I will share. Thanks.